I hope you enjoyed the movie's site, but more importantly, I hope it got you thinking. I hope it made you ask some questions about the nature of this process of gamification and stimulated you to envision where it might go. In the very first unit of the class, I showed you a clip from Jesse Schell's DICE speech, which was also a vision of the future, in his case, more optimistic, although somewhat sarcastic. And both of them, I think, give you a picture of both the potential of gamification and potentially really positive things that it can do for business and for people. But they also get you to think about the dark side. And it's important to keep both in mind. But the reason to do this is definitely not to scare you. The reason to do it is to make you ask a set of questions and to realize that as someone who now knows about gamification and who may be involved either directly or indirectly in deciding how it gets implemented in different places, you can make some choices. You can choose whether the gamification that you're doing is empowering. It helps people, it encourages them, it helps them find real meaning and makes their jobs or their lives or their customer experiences better, or it can be manipulative. It can be something that takes advantage of people and can be counterproductive or even dangerous. You can also decide whether the gamification that you're involved in is shallow, just slapping badges and points and so forth on a process without really thinking through the opportunities, or if it's deep and sophisticated, using all the different techniques and the different learnings that I've shared with you in this class. You may remember about halfway through I gave you a chart showing two other different choices that you have in gamification, the more behavioral approach versus the more cognitive or game-based approach. These are not necessarily good and bad, but they are also a set of options that you have when doing any gamified system. So all of these are forks in the road. And I don't want to tell you exactly what to do, but I do want to communicate to you and to leave you with the fact that the choice is up to you. The future of gamification will be made by all of you who've taken this course and people who've taken other courses like it and people who've been involved in gamification projects on the ground. Because gamification hasn't been around all that long, and there aren't that many people who have the level of knowledge and expertise that you now have from what we've done over the past 6 weeks. Oh, one more thing. I promised that I would announce the winner of the secret message contest that's run throughout the course. So first, let me tell you what the message was. The message was, in fact, for the win. And the way that you got it was by ignoring most of the things that were changing in the background of the videos. There was one thing that changed in every single video segment, not counting the interviews, in what was behind me on the bookcases. Something would shift a little bit in each video, but most of that was just for fun. What mattered for the secret message was that once in every unit, there would be 1 or 2 playing cards. And if you looked at the numbers on those playing cards, there's 2 of them here, and added them up or took the number on one playing card, you got a number which was a code. The code was a very simple code, 1 for the letter A, 2 for the letter B, and so forth. And if you followed that code all the way through from Unit 2 through Unit 10, you got the message for the win, which also happens to be the title of the book that I've co-written, which is coming out from Wharton Digital Press. And I hope you will excuse me if I encourage you all to go out and purchase it once it's available. I'll send you some more information. If you're interested in finding out more about the topics we've talked about this class, going deeper, getting further examples, getting a more in-depth, broader analysis of gamification, I would encourage you to take a look at the book. It'll be published in paperback and digital ebook formats, and there'll be information about that coming up soon. So the winner of the contest asked to remain anonymous. A number of people have written to me explaining that they got the solution. There are also several people who've posted it on the discussion board. To all of you, congratulations. Good job. But there was one person who got it first, and I asked if he wanted to be announced personally, and he said, no, just leave it anonymous. So congratulations for everyone. Why did I do it? Well, as a number of you recognized in the discussion board, it's an illustration of the themes that I've talked about throughout the course. Adding a little bit of fun, can make a process more engaging. It can get people more focused, and it can transform something that otherwise could be boring into something that feels just a little bit more interesting and exciting. So this was a small example of gamification, but hopefully one that, at least for some of you, made this class a little bit more fun. All right, so we're at the end. Hard to believe that it's only been 6 weeks, but I hope truly that all of you have gotten something out of this course. It's been an extraordinary experience for me to put it together and to teach it, to hear from so many of you on the course forums, on Twitter, on the Facebook group, on other mechanisms. I've certainly enjoyed it tremendously, and I'm truly grateful for all of the attention and the contributions that all of you have made to the course. So I hope that you've all taken something useful away from it. Good luck, go forth and gamify.